What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with some Nostruf 1112. This is very likely the last chance I'll take at recording this. I've tried recording this 4, 5, 6 times maybe, and it just has not worked out. This is a late night, early morning recording for me. So I'm going to be a little bit more quiet or even volumed here for this. So we're just going to set ourselves ready to respond. So if you guys did not see my demo preview, or you just haven't seen this on like Northern Alex or something, Nostruf 1112 is a German firefighting game. This particular version is the English adaptation of the German version. As you can see, the writing stuff on the engines and different apparatus is all in German. A lot of this is in German. Some of it's, well, most of it's in English now at this point, though. So we've got private smoke alarm triggered. So we're sending out a command vehicle, fire engine, rear mount ladder, and water tender. We're going to go as the attack squad leader on the fire engine. And for some reason it respawns us. I don't know why it does that. That's a really annoying function.
Einsatz für ELW LF24 DLK 2312 TLF 1 RTW 1.
And we're gonna sit on this side. I prefer sitting over here just because I don't like sitting across from people. The faces get really buggy. As you can see, if I look down too much, his head disappears. There is a lot of bugs with this. This is, I guess, technically considered beta, even though it's available on Steam. I don't remember if it mentioned being a beta on Steam, but sweet dear lord, the bugs with this. They are many. They truly, truly are many. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This game has a lot of problems. I've had a lot of problems recording it, but for as many problems as this game has, when I'm not recording, it's much more stable. I have a lot fewer issues when I'm not recording. But it is a fun game, even with all the bugs. When it does what it's supposed to do, it's very genuinely a fun experience that I've had with it. So let's see here. We're going to go out. I ran into a lot of frame issues. I tried changing some settings in OBS to see if I can get this to record a little bit better. It probably means a little bit of quality loss that we're going to experience when we play this, but hopefully it's pretty negligible. I think the big issue is I just, like I've said before in my other videos, I need to look at upgrading my processor. I just gotta see where the viability of that is and looking to get in like an i7 or something. So we have to wait for all units to arrive. The tender's pulling up behind the rear mount, and there's the ambulance that brings everybody. So as soon as they're here, I always forget to update my status every single time. Like every time I've recorded this, I've forgotten it. So we're just gonna switch it to arrived at scene. We're going to go ahead, hit enter to start the mission. Everybody's getting out. We'll get out too. Right now, I have to wait for further instructions. I have to take a Halligan tool from the roller gate. Okay, so this is my first time doing this mission. There's a few missions I've done more than once. This one is not one. Where am I going to? Why? I'm going inside? Oh, there it is. Sometimes it can be a little unclear where you need to go and stuff like that. As you can see, they highlighted to try and make it easier, but sometimes. So we got smoke alarm. It's telling me to go somewhere, but should actually be crouching instead of running. Oh, it's so slow, though. If we find a fire, we'll do this the proper way. There's some pictures of real people. Probably like stock photography stuff, but you never know with these. It could be somebody's actual family. So, this apartment looks clear. Do we have another apartment we need to check? Nothing else is highlighted. I can't go in there. Do I have to... That's highlighted. I guess I have to use the Halligan tool on that. Okay. I knew it was highlighted. I don't know. I didn't think that's what I would need to use the Halligan tool for. And just gonna go out here, take our breathing apparatus off. Oh, I got from the other side. That's right. I did get on this side. I was thinking I got on the other side here because that's the side I rode on the last few times. But it's obvious I haven't memorized the locations of a lot of these tools. Even though I've gone through the trucks a couple of times, I haven't really bothered to truly memorize them. So now we've got to wait for further instructions. I think we're pretty much clear to go here. Yep. So everybody's going to mount up. Looks like we're the last guys to get going here, but we're going to hop in. So, if you guys notice, if you look in the lower left-hand corner, I showed this off in the demo preview, but I can actually change between the different units. I'm not going to do that right now just because it bugs out when you're driving around. I don't recommend it if you're driving a vehicle. You know, like the only time I would recommend doing it is if you're actually at a location, just because it's a very buggy feature from what I can see. And the water tender, ambulance, and the rear mount ladder all smashing into each other. Brilliant. So the command vehicle's gonna go. We're gonna go. And as you can see, everybody actually pretty well follows traffic laws. I mean, you get some stuff where like the vehicles will hit each other or do something weird, but for the most part, everybody's pretty good about following traffic. Now, if you look, oh no, you can't see it. Probably saw a little quick glimpse of it. You know, you might run into stuff where like tires, you know, disappear on vehicles at distances where they get too far out, or the whole vehicle disappears and you just see the people riding around like Wonder Woman's invisible jet. It's Germany's invisible fire trucks. As you can see, that guy in the white van's a jerk. Just cut in front of the other apparatus in line. And as you can see, they're now going to hang behind, waiting for traffic to clear. So they'll have to catch up to the station afterwards. And actually, you know what? We should put that we're ready to respond via radio. I mean, we're at the station now anyways, but we still got to get around the other side. So the ambulance will park there. We're going to swing in here right behind the command vehicle. The command vehicle actually goes inside and parks in that left bay right up ahead. We're going to swing around this way and park in there. Unfortunately, there's not a map. There's GPS when you're driving, but if you're not driving, there's not a map. So I don't know how big this map is. But you can roam around it. You can actually get in the different apparatus and drive around between calls. Although I do recommend, instead of putting responding via radio, that you actually just put yourself on not available. The reason I suggest doing that, instead of just putting available via radio, is that if you get a call, as far as I can tell, there's no way to keep the AI or get the other AI into the vehicle with you. So if you open up the bay, you know, if you go over here because all this stuff's interactable and you open up this bay, sure, I can get in the truck and I can mount up as driver even though I'm not the apparatus operator. Oh, Door tried to murder me. I can mount up, I could drive all over town if I wanted to, but the problem I would run into then is that if I get a call, I don't get GPS, one, so I don't know where I'm going for this call. Two, I don't have my AI counterparts with me, so basically just locks the game up if you do that. So there's a lot of bugs, and if you get this because of this video or because of another YouTuber, I would do recommend just you know, looking out, like, keep in mind there will be bugs, but also just trying to kind of like remember what bugs do what. Like this door is one of the bad bugs too. Like, it's always this door. Like, I don't seem to experience that with other doors. Not that I've really noticed, at least. Another cool thing is that we could just take this stuff in the bay. We could just open up these rollers. You know, throw yourself onto not ready to respawn, and just pull out all this gear and just familiarize yourself with it. And it's actually kind of useful. I say kind of because when you get on the mission and stuff, it will highlight everything for you. What I'd like to see, while I don't like timed missions in firefighting games and stuff like that because it's there isn't necessarily an exact time or anything like that. I do wish there was like a hard mode for this where it's like, okay, we're not going to tell you where this item is. You just kind of got to remember where it is. And if you don't complete it in this much time, then it will be lost. I know that's kind of contrary to what I just said, that I don't like set time limits, but I do wish that there was like legitimate fire physics. I don't think there is. I think wherever the fire is, that's the only like spot it doesn't spread in this, I don't think. I know some, Emerge NYC and Firefighting Simulator looks like it's going to spread and stuff in there. Oh, there's a call. We've only got the water tender available, waste/skip fire. So we're going to once again go as the attack squad leader. And we're upstairs.
Achtung, Brandschutz, Containerbrand, Einsatz für
Everybody stop and listen.
TLF 2.
German Fire Department Mannequin Challenge. I just keep saying German because I don't know what the actual name of the town this station's in is. This is actually based off of a real station, just in case any of you guys were curious about that. Mulheim? Is that right? That's probably right. That sounds right. Another bug is you don't see your character in first person. I don't know if that's really a bug. That's probably just wasn't really considered a priority or something. Also, another thing to consider while looking at the graphics, bear in mind I actually lowered my graphics trying to squeeze some more performance out of this. Like I said, I was getting awful frames and stuff. It just does not like OBS because I can play this on high, no issues, high everything. But the second I throw OBS on, it freaks out. It just throws my CPU up to its limit and it melts down. And so I have to run out lower settings, and I had to lower OBS's settings to try and make it a little bit more kosher. Well, once again forgot to update that we're en route, but we are at the scene now, so let's go ahead and hop on out. Didn't open the door. Oh, there it goes. I go to the marked area? Should I, oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought. Should have just grabbed it and that way I had it. I'm trying to get in the habit, though, just making sure I grab everything in the order it suggests to lower the possibility of, some sort of bug that would, stop me from otherwise advancing in the mission. Water off, the fire's out. Okay. So there's a lot of talking going back and forth. None of it is voice acted. It's all just, you know, text and stuff. But that's okay. I mean, that's not a big deal, actually. And honestly, if the voice acting would be really terrible, I'd probably rather have the text, to be honest. So we're going to head back to the station now. Like that 3D effect on the GPS there. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one, but there's so few firefighting games that's hard to be picky with it. Oh, wait, I want to see what that is. Is that like supposed to be like a movie ad or something? But, you know, with that being said, even though it's hard to be picky, you want to be picky. You want these games to be like the same quality as a AAA title, you know, like Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty. You want to have the same amount of love put into those games be put into this. And it's not really reasonable, but it's what you want. You know, I really wish that I could see a firefighting game which had, you know, realistic aspects of, you know, firefighting, realistic fires, good graphics that ran smoothly, and it's probably not going to happen ever. But one can always hope and dream. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that there's not like a firefighting mod for Arma, you know, not counting the SC mod that I demoed off however long ago, but a legitimate firefighting mod. I know a couple guys worked on scripts, you know, there's RP communities with fire departments and stuff. There's definitely there's a player base there. I'd love to see a mod for that, you know, with, you know, spreading fires, stuff like that. It wouldn't be amazing, but you could do a lot of stuff. You know, you combine Ace in there, it would be pretty interesting, I think. So we're back at the station here. I'm gonna back in. Makes me cringe a little bit, just because I know what that does to the tires and how much the tires cost. A lot. A lot more than I make. And we're back at the station, which I didn't update that either. Oops. Oh well. So let's go explore again. I kind of explored before, but we're just going to do a quick recap. There is a second set of bays back here. We've got a rear mount ladder, another engine, and another water tender. We've got the chief's vehicle. I guess this is probably the chief and the assistant chief. I don't know, like, what the assistant chief does. Really don't. It's a selectable option when you go out on these missions, but I've never bothered to do it. I don't really think they do anything yet. I know the patch that just came out yesterday or the day before allowed you to open that side door. Private smoke alarm triggered. You know what? You're the driver of the command vehicle. I guess you just drive the command vehicle out there. Coordinates radio communications between the scene and control room. We're going to go once again as the attack squad leader. Even though we already did the attack squad leader, I'm thinking that there's going to be a possibility of us actually like getting to do something. A little bit of a frame drop here, not just on OBS, but actually in the game. I'm starting to get a little bit of stutter here. It's probably because everybody's running and moving at once. It's getting really bad. Now, the only good thing about this stutter is that I actually know what's happening. Problem I was running into on my previous attempt at recording this was that I was getting stutter, and I didn't know it. Like, it was really bad too, like way worse than this, because I had totally reduced the settings to run the game really fast, but apparently I reduced it so much that OBS was struggling to keep up with the recording. So I just selected the middle ground between this and the normal setting. But we'll see how things go. Let's pop into third person here. Oh, look at that. Those lights. Shadow's not great, but the lights are fantastic. We're missing the ambulance, it looks like. There he is, coming up, taking up the rear. So which building are we checking out here? Oh, that one right there, I bet. Alright, so once again, forgetting to update that. We're en route. We are here. No smoke can be seen. Literally just use this thing. I can't remember which side I got it from. That's sad. Wait. Oh, he checked. Well, another false alarm. I was kind of hoping for an attack, but I didn't actually even get to do anything here. One of the other section leaders took it, I guess. Oh, look. Interior lights come on because it's getting dark out. That's kind of nice. Oh, there they go. Oh, it's probably just the street light shining, and there's actually interior lights that you can turn on. Can't tell if that's the street light illuminating the inside. It's gotta be, though, because it keeps getting dark in here. Oh, no, I know what it is. It's the headlights of the vehicle behind us. We're at 23 minutes, though, so as soon as we return to the station, this is going to be the end. I'm going to put that we are able to respond via radio. Oh, real slow here. Firefighters look pretty similar. Not the same, but similar. Looks like we got separated from the rest of the guys again. So it's once again us in the command vehicle. The rear mount, the tender, and the ambulance all got held up by probably traffic or traffic light. Something. Nope. Command vehicle is going to get ahead of us, get into the station. But that's fine, we're right across the street from the station, so just about home. There's one thing I'm curious about. It says Zero's emergency call, so I don't know if that generates one. I think we'll check that out real quick before we go off, just because I'm curious. So yeah, it's just kind of frustrating because I'm getting frame drops, but the thing is I'm looking at my CPU, and its CPU, my memory are all good. I don't know if it's like the graphics card's getting taxed a little bit. I mean, I've got a 960 GTX, and that runs most games pretty well. Oh, looks like some of the other guys got caught up to us. Yep, there's the rest of the crew. So, back in here. Hopefully the rear mount doesn't hit us or something. So we're just gonna hit 0. Wait for further instructions. That is crooked as shit. Hey, just because he parked crooked doesn't mean it's okay for you to do it. Just remember that. Okay. Alright. So it says wait for instructions. I don't know. I guess you're still technically on that mission, so I might have bugged it. What if we do this? It doesn't seem to be doing anything. I don't know if it's supposed to generate a call or if it just means we're on a call or something. I don't know. At any rate, guys, let me know what you think of Nostruf 1112, aka Emergency Call 1112. Like I said, I know my computer's kind of dropping frames and stuff here, but let me know if you guys want to see more of this. Because it fits, it's like bread and butter of my channel as far as I'm concerned. And if not, you know, I'll continue playing it off on my own. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless of the bugs and issues. It's definitely, like I said, an interesting game. It needs a lot of polish, needs a lot of love still, but when it gets that, it could be a fantastic game. Alright guys, take it easy. I'll see you for the next video.